Okay, so for this deep dive, we're looking at a source that, on the surface, seems like a pretty standard, technical car repair video.
Right, the kind of thing you'd see a million of on YouTube.
Exactly. But the location, the circumstances, they turn this whole thing into something else entirely. It's an urgent act of survival.
It really is. And that's our mission here, to look beyond the nuts and bolts of the repair itself.
Yeah, we want to understand how fixing a car that keeps stalling suddenly becomes this life or death piece of logistics.
It's an amazing snapshot of what people do under the most extreme pressure. The notes come from the repairer, Victor, from the channel Vitek TV Life.
And he's constantly apologizing for the filming.
He is. He keeps saying, the situation was tense, so he had to work incredibly fast. There were rocket attacks happening in his city at the time.
And that urgency really starts with a very specific technical failure.
The car would either just refuse to start, or even worse, it would just die in the middle of a drive.
So they hook up the computer, run the diagnostics, and it points to one thing.
A faulty crankshaft position sensor. The EMA.
But what's interesting is they didn't just jump to replacing it.
No, you're right. They did the standard diagnostic fix first. They tried clearing the error codes, just resetting the computer.
And it failed.
Instantly.
Yeah.
The car broke down again right after they left to go get groceries. So that confirmed it.
No more software fixes. This was a physical part that had to be replaced, and fast.
And the replacement itself is tricky even in a normal garage. The sensor is buried deep in the engine right near the flywheel.
So you have to jack the car up, secure it properly.
And Victor mentioned having to fight with all these wire bundles and clips just to get to the connector. Now, imagine doing that while you're constantly looking over your shoulder.
That's where the technical problem just slams right into this logistical nightmare.
It really does. Because of the danger, the repair couldn't wait. He noted they barely found an original replacement part.
Because so many shops were closed.
Exactly. A simple, small piece of metal and plastic becomes this incredibly rare object you have to hunt for.
And the reason for that hunt, for all that urgency, it wasn't about a paycheck.
No, not at all. The car had to be in perfect running order for one of two reasons.
So the owner could potentially evacuate the city.
Or, at the very least, have a reliable way to get to a bomb shelter quickly. In that situation, a car that doesn't work is a death trap.
And you see that threat in every decision he makes.
He even had to move the car from a more dangerous district to a slightly safer area where he felt he could finish the job and then, immediately hide.
That one detail, the observation point he set up, that's what really got me.
In his daughter's room.
Yeah. An observation point to monitor where incoming attacks might be flying from.
It's just a chilling image, isn't it? A high-stakes, life-saving surveillance setup right next to a simple car repair.
So when you step back and look at it all, what does it mean?
I think this deep dive really shows that sometimes technical knowledge isn't just about making things run better. It's about survival.
For Victor and his partner, fixing that one sensor, it determined their safety, their ability to move in a crisis.
It highlights just how vulnerable we all become when the basic services we rely on, like just being able to find a spare part, are suddenly stripped away.
It really makes you think, though, doesn't it? In our world, where supply chains and, general safety are things we take for granted.
We just assume they'll be there.
Totally. How often do we really appreciate the simple ability to just walk into a store and find an original part when we need it? And it makes you wonder, what other everyday tasks become these kinds of epic struggles under extreme duress?